Hey, welcome everybody to Tusk Radio right here on KSIZ Sizzlin' 99.9. This is going to be a super fun day. My name is Adam Azrael. I am in studio today with a whole bunch of people. We have so many people on microphones right now, so we're just going to go here from right to left. Starting over here with Katie Allison. Hello, how are you?
Hello, doing quite well. Excited to have a microphone this week. What?
Yeah, we'll see if that was a mistake. I'm kidding. It wasn't a mistake.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
Daniel Brackey.
Hi, that's my name.
Oh, God, you are loud. I wish that you weren't.
I'm sorry that I have a
No, it's
sexy,
all right.
boisterous voice.
You do. It is very sexy and quite boisterous, in fact.
Is that the right word?
Yeah. I think.
Obtuse.
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 Obtuse. Am I coming through?
That's not correct.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
coming through.
Just making sure.
Yep. We don't always get time to do a good sound check on the on anything. So we like to take the moment and make sure that we can hear everybody as we're getting started. And over here we have very special guests in studio today. We are sitting with Clementine. Starting right to left here, Mr. Pete Krausert. Am I saying that right? Krausert?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
What's up, everybody?
Cool. You want to do me a favor? Get right up on that mic for me. I just want to make sure that I'm getting you in here.
Internet radio.
Hey, now we're talking. All the sound check in the world, and it can still just not go through. All right, one more time. Mr. Pete Krausert, say
What's
hello.
up?
There we go. Now we're talking. I've got you. All right. And we have Mr. Christopher Connors.
Hey,
Hey,
how'd that sound?
that sounds beautiful. That one worked just fine. Go figure. And over on the far left, we have Father Philip. How are you?
Are you a boy
I
or a girl?
Father Philip.
You ever get that pop-up ad?
The
When you're like trying to watch stuff on the internet and it pops up. It's like the
We
screen.
don't need
for the
more
game.
ads here, dude.
Yeah, but it's like, but it says it like that.
What are you
and
saying?
Sometimes you have it up really loud.
wait.
and
Time
you
out.
think,
You have gotten pop-up ads at some point that have asked specifically.
Are you a boy or
I think
a
I got that
girl?
one too.
But you
Does
have to
it-
click whether you're the boy or the girl
Does
to
it
go on.
actually
to the,
talk to you, or
Yeah,
is it
yeah, it does, and it's loud.
on your phone?
No, on your laptop.
Oh, okay.
And then people in the other room are like, "What is he watching weird porn game or something?" But that's I guess the point of the story is my computer doesn't work anymore.
And we're happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really looking forward to today. And just for kicks, today I think we're going to start out with some news. Daniel Brackey, what's happening in the world?
Oh, are we?
I think we are.
Okay. I'm going to start out with some good old-fashioned trivia. Are you I am. I'm sorry, I can't hear my voice, so I was kind of freaking out.
Well, you were the one who asks me all the time to...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can hear your voice.
Are we allowed to respond
Thank
to the
you,
trivia?
Katie.
You are absolutely allowed to respond to the trivia.
Trivia, of course.
Oh,
Just as long as you're not being nice to Daniel Brackey, that actually sets a really bad precedent that I'm going to have to go back and fix later.
Yeah, you have to be mean to me, I guess. So, sorry.
I'm in.
Or you're welcome. Whichever works. All right. On this day, in 1968, John Lennon and Paul McCartney completed the song Hey Jude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask what song they completed on
No.
that day. You're just telling us. This isn't
No.
trivia that we have to answer.
Okay,
This is
okay.
It's
giving
not
us-
a trivia contest, although it could be.
What song did John Lennon and
Hey
Paul
Jude.
McCartney?
Is it-
Yesterday.
Oh my
Is it-
God!
Is it Hey Jude?
Yes.
No, it wasn't yesterday, dude.
No,
Come
it was
on.
it was
You
in
just said it.
1976. It wasn't yesterday.
My bad.
Ha.
But
76.
Wait, what did you say?
68.
68?
They broke up in 1970.
Dude, that's like 1 year later.
Dummy.
Shut up.
No, we won't shut up.
That's right. All right. Fine.
All right. Anyways.
What's next on
Right,
your
make sure to
news list?
Ask this one as a question. This next one.
Yes.
Okay. On this
Jeopardy
day in
style.
1979, The Clash released their first U.S. single. What was it?
Rock the Casbah.
No.
No, dude. Let me think about this. What was the year?
79.
Sure, it wasn't 69.
Ha.
I don't know. I should know that, but I don't know. Pete.
I just guessed randomly. I have no idea.
Who just threw out the only Clash song I know?
Yeah, that's it.
I fought the law.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was their first.
Yeah.
What, seriously?
That was their first U.S. single. It was released
Oh, okay.
today.
U.S. single. Because
In
I was like, that
79.
was like on their third album or something.
Yeah.
Holy cow, I literally did not even
And it
know
was a
that was a
remake.
Clash song.
nice, man.
And it was a remake of a song by the Bobby Fuller Four. And we all know that song.
Okay, yeah,
right?
see, that I...
Yeah.
And you guys all know he died 6 months later after recording that song after it was a hit, right?
Really?
Yeah, Bobby Fuller is very dead.
very dead.
All the
Very
Not
dead.
just dead,
Not just dead,
but
like
extremely
Turns
Turns
very
out
dead.
your
for a
friend
good
here is
minute.
only mostly dead.
Yesterday, one of my students was asking me some stuff about Queen, and she was like, "But they're all dead, right?"
No.
No, you're 12, so I'll excuse you, but let's do some Googling, please. She goes, "Well, if Freddie Mercury is dead, they might as well all be."
Speaking of Queen, last week was Brian May's birthday.
Speaking of Queen, today is their drummer's birthday, Roger Taylor.
No kidding?
Wow.
Yeah, which
So
is
they're only
weird.
A day apart.
So,
A
so
week apart. Yeah.
week apart.
last week we also had that awesome flyby of Pluto, or was that 2 weeks ago now?
That was last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Brian May was one of the consulting astrophysicists.
No
on,
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
joke.
The
That
same
is
Brian
that.
May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Very
is what
same.
he does.
Whoa,
he's
that's
the guitarist for
pretty
Queen
Oh, what a nerd.
and a complete geek who just managed to like sail something past a planet that's the farthest we've ever been away.
Well done.
Even though
Sounds
it's
like a
not a planet,
superhuman.
right?
Well, see, now they're debating it again.
They
though.
want to bring it back.
They want
Really?
to. They want to
Yeah.
bring it back.
Ooh, Neil deGrasse Tyson ain't
So-
gonna be happy about that.
I know. My favorite thing that I've seen on the internet all week was a picture of Pluto that said, "You dumped me 3 years ago, and now you're driving past my house all slow."
All right, moving on. What movie was released on this day or premiered on this day in Hollywood in 1984? Here's a hint. It has a lot to do with Minnesota. 1984.
Mighty Ducks.
No.
Was it 1984?
No.
Okay.
What would that have to do with Minnesota?
I don't know that he was a movie.
Come on, think. Minnesota related. 1984. Music related.
Oh.
Purple
Purple
Rain.
Rain.
There you go. That movie premiered 31 years ago, and Apollonia's boobs still look really good. So there's that.
Daniel Brackey, ladies and gentlemen.
In the year 2000, VH1 premiered a movie, and they used a large 70s rock star and his album as the theme of the movie. Why did they do this? Who was the star?
A large 70s.
Like, was he fat?
Yeah, define
Yes.
large.
Physically large?
Large,
or...
physically. Well, he was famous, but physically he was large.
And what was the rest of the stuff about him? 1970
It wasn't.
VH1 released a movie,
Yeah, in 2000.
and 2000.
but it was set in 1970 or filmed. in-
No, the guy is just
was
was
it
famous.
Israel
in the 70s.
Kamakawiwo'oli?
What?
Israel Kamakawiwo'oli?
No.
Oh.
That was
Yeah.
But that definitely.
way to whip that one out,
Yeah.
dude. Nice.
That was damn.
But that wasn't the 70s, was it?
No.
No, that was like.
No, 2000.
was-
Basically-
Yeah, that was late
recently.
90s.
But
Think-
the
think of a
artist
really-
in question was famous in
Oh,
the
in the
70s.
70s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Think of a
okay.
fat rock singer from the 70s.
Like it wasn't Elvis, was it?
No.
I mean, he's.
Someone who was alive in 2000.
Oh, Brian Wilson.
Meatloaf.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
They premiered his movie To Hell and Back on VH1 on this day in 2000.
This is
Because
fun.
why not? All right, one more of these and then some other stuff from me. This one, I don't know how to ask this as a thing. Okay, in 2000, what band stormed off stage after being hit with bottles, cans, and coins at a Swiss music festival?
Nickelback.
No.
Can we ask?
Pretty awesome.
I wish.
Were they really famous?
Yes.
Like,
They famous
Oh.
for a long time.
Guns N' Roses.
No.
see that was,
was gonna be my
exactly
guess,
where I
too.
was gonna go to.
They're famous for their feuds with their other band
Oasis?
members.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
wait,
told me that
three
story,
for
didn't you?
3.
I think only
Or
2.
something.
Oh,
I got
Oasis?
law.
Yeah.
Oasis in 2000, they were getting hit with bottles, cans, and coins at a Swiss music festival and just stormed off stage.
Why were they getting hit with bottles, cans,
Because
and
they're
coins?
Oasis and people wanted
Maybe
to
they were
make
Because
them
they're the
play.
greatest band in the world.
Were they
Yeah.
trying to bounce bottles off of the Wonder Wall?
Wow.
With the
Uh,
two brothers, right?
Sorry,
They
it's all
always
I
got in
had.
fights.
I'm short
Yeah,
notice.
yeah,
Yeah, Jeff and Corey.
Probably just got in fights.
yeah. Jeff and Corey Oasis. That's their name.
Yeah.
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 All right,
guys didn't
couple
know.
more, few more things for me. As we said, Roger Taylor, drummer of Queen, has a birthday today. Mick Jagger turns 72 today.
Really?
Birthday Mick.
He's old. And also Gary Sharon, vocalist for Extreme and later Van Halen, turns 55 today.
I did not know that he had ever gone out with Van Halen.
Yeah, it was in the 90s when they had like 17 different singers at one point in time. All right, another couple quick things. Gene Simmons says the Beatles freaked me out. Because
Wait,
Gene
what?
Simmons is still relevant for some reason.
That's
He
pretty
started to
funny.
like the Beatles when his mother said they looked silly. I don't know.
So
I'm
wait,
just
was
saying
that
this
was that
because Gene's-
before or after they freaked him out?
After, I believe. I don't know. I'm just saying this because Gene Simmons freaks me out.
So
basically.
I know that he didn't always have the whole makeup and scary silvery dragon wings and platform thing going on, but that's how I think of him. Like when I picture a childhood Gene Simmons, I literally just picture a kid that's dressed like Gene Simmons. Like that's
you think he
on
walked around with
stage.
the demon makeup and
that's
stuff?
that's all I've got. I have nothing else.
That would
in
be
my
a really
head.
cool
Like
movie.
I feel like that was how he was born. Like
It's
they were just like one more big push. Oh God, what is it? And just like, oh, it's a boy.
those are his
Ish.
those are his birthmarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
All right.
and I know it's not factual, but I've got nothing else in my head. Like it's just there.
I mean, if it works for your weird mind, sure. Ozzy Osbourne is obsessed with baby clothes.
What does that mean?
That's yeah. Let me finish. He can't. he can't stop buying clothes for his grandchildren.
Oh.
I guess, which is cute. But at the same time, I'm just happy his grandchildren aren't bats.
I'm
I don't think that's
More
how
than a
that
little
works.
surprised.
You never know. He's eaten enough bats. Maybe some DNA got in his system, and it's like some Jurassic Park shit. And it just like I don't know,
His grandkids are just running around like
half
pissing
bat,
on national monuments and stuff.
snorting ants and whatnot.
Makes sense.
What? Do bats snort ants?
No, but Ozzy Osbourne did.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Be a weird bat.
I'm moving on to the second half of my Taco Bell experience.
All right, two more quick things. Michael Jackson wanted to be Jar Jar Binks. This was just revealed recently. He suggested he would use prosthetics and full makeup, but can you imagine a world where Michael Jackson was Jar Jar Binks?
I have no response to that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something witty, and
he also wanted to be Peter Pan like really badly, and his whole compound was called Never.
yeah,
right?
he.
I couldn't live in that world, but
I'm
I
not
think I'd
positive
prefer
he
live
wanted
in
to
a
be
world.
Peter Pan, if you know what I'm saying.
I think he wanted.
He wanted something to do with Peter Pan.
I'm just gonna eat my Taco Bell.
That's it.
I like Michael Jackson. We don't need to
All right,
go
one
there.
last thing from me. Have you guys seen the movie Help? Beatles movie?
No.
No.
What the?
Yes. I'm 31. Of course, I've seen that movie.
Father Phil wins.
Mm.
The
He didn't get a single question right.
the black wool jacket.
Yeah, I didn't get a
You don't have to be right to win in this game, apparently.
The black wool jacket that Ringo Starr wore in the movie Help just
Okay.
sold for $46,500.
You'd think it
Yet
would've been
again,
more.
making me realize how poor I will be for the rest of my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
There's not a lot of getting around that.
That's all of the crap from me today.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like I have learned some things and grown as a person today.
I don't.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Are you guys sure about the guy that tried to take a selfie with a rattlesnake and got bit?
What?
Yeah, true story. And his bill for getting bit is $153,000.
What?
I'm not kidding. I have the article on my telephone.
What? Okay. Couple of questions on several different levels. Number one, why was he trying to take a selfie with a snake? Number two, why did he post the medical bill for something that was the result of him being a jackass?
Here's the medical bill right here.
Number three, why do you have some jackass's medical bill on your phone?
Well,
I mean, why wouldn't you?
you don't have to answer those questions in order.
Well, anyway, I can't remember the questions you asked, but his name's Todd Fassler. And let me read off what these expenses are. All right, so the statement date was July 13th, 2015. Pharmacy bill, $83,000. Laboratory services, $22,000. Intermediate care room, $21,000. Intensive care room, $17,000. Emergency care services, $5,000. Therapy services, $1,000. I mean, after all those bills, you're gonna need therapy. Radiology, $947. Total special services, whatever that is, $462,000. The best part about this thing is your payment is due July 27th, 2015.
Oh my
So
all right,
apparently
you've got
you
2
have
weeks to come up with this.
you have 2 weeks to come up with.
If you could just cut us a
100
check or whatever.
We'd actually prefer a money order. We're not sure your check will clear.
Yeah. And why it's on my phone, I have no idea.
Why did
Well,
you
I think I
post it?
saw that article come across Facebook. I just didn't click on it.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on Drudge Report, so it might have been there.
Yeah.
I was looking for good Donald Trump material.
Oh my God.
Which you have in your back pocket, I hope.
I don't. I'm voting for the guy. Because I used to be really amusing. You know? Seriously, what'd be more fun than having Donald Trump as your president?
So many things, probably.
This Taco Bell experience plus Donald Trump
I
is
think-
Yeah.
amazing.
I think the only chance of him winning is if he gets a Trump wig that's just red, white, and blue.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that would
that'll
look-
do it.
That would be fantastic.
I'd wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much memorabilia that could be created.
What if
You could really.
an
It's a
eagle
great
nested in
merchandise.
it?
Oh, that's a good idea. Like swirl it around,
Yeah.
make a nest out of his toupee, put an eagle on top of his
Just-
head. Yeah.
His toupee with some string in there and some other stuff the bird found. That would be amazing.
Cigarette butts.
Mr. Donald Trump, we're gonna need you to get on upping your wig game if you don't mind.
Upping your
Seriously.
wig.
Upping the wig game.
Wig,
Just-
wig,
We are being hardcore tacoed over here by Father Phil.
Dude, that looks so
I don't. I
good,
don't have
though.
ears on, but I'm just sure it just.
Yeah,
It sounds gorgeous.
I'm sorry. I keep eating with my mouth open. It's hard not to.
Well, it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point you're half hoping that it's gonna jump back out and save you.
It's definitely gonna come
Save
out,
you
but it's
from
not gonna
Sid
save me.
South.
I'm giving you the
Fly jumping
the
out.
opportunity, food. Just please go.
I mean, you got a couple. It looks like the 2 garbage cans have been recently puked in.
They always look like that, and I don't understand because they are never like there's literally never anything even like wet or foody goes into
But
them.
dude, look
it's
at the
just
side of
bottles.
this one.
I know. I don't understand how it happens, and they always look like that. Like you can scrub the hell out of them, and then
Let's
I swear,
smell
an
it.
hour later, it
Phil, you
looks
don't wanna do
exactly
that.
like that.
Phil,
Phil,
you're gonna hurt yourself.
I don't
just
know.
don't throw up, dude.
He's just smelling
No,
the
I'm just gonna
garbage can
smell it.
over
That's
here.
All right, here we go.
Phil throws up all the time.
Well,
Like
Well, that's
all the time.
that's good to know after the fact.
I mean, there's no stopping him.
Oh my god.
just aim
That
somewhere
garbage
other than the
can smells
microphone,
really
and
bad, man.
next time you find a garbage can,
Oh.
I guess don't inhale it.
I just
Try.
lightly waft it in. Oh.
Wafted.
You know, just kind of one of these where you used your hand over it, but I didn't do that. I just stuck my
really
face in
thought
it.
he was gonna throw up.
All right. Well, what do you say we start talking about some music stuff? Because I know that you guys are just getting ready to go on tour. When do you leave?
We leave on August 2nd, so next Sunday.
Oh, holy cow! So we
Yeah.
like this was literally like the latest date you could possibly do it.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Where are your tour stops?
It's mostly Midwest, so we're just doing a loop. First date's in Duluth. The furthest east that we're going is Cleveland, and then the furthest south we're going is Kansas City, I think. So just a big loop. We got
Over
like
to Omaha too.
yeah. So we got about 9 dates, I think, over
Okay.
2 weeks. So
That's not too bad.
yeah,
That's a nice
Some
open
driving.
schedule. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You can put a couple of free days in there so you can take in all the sights in Omaha.
yeah.
Yeah.
I heard there's a zoo there. That's,
It's pretty cool. They have rhinos.
so you've been there.
Elephants there in spring.
only in the spring.
Only in
So
the
I
spring.
have a-
Where
I
do
have
they
a
go
good-
the
They're
rest
coming.
of
They're
the year?
new.
Did-
They haven't even bought them yet,
Oh,
actually.
got it.
Gotcha.
Oh.
See,
So
when you
they-
said that, I was like, so they're seasonal elephants, like they wilt in the fall.
right.
So I've got a good Omaha story.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
Okay, Phil.
So
Hold the music talk for a second.
yeah, hold the music talk. This is pretty good. So my buddy and I were like 18 years old, and we were working at Domino's, and we were living in a conversion van. And we'd deliver pizzas during the day for this Domino's, and we'd sleep in it outside Domino's at night. But if we had enough money, we would drive to Omaha or Chicago or somewhere within like 4 or 5 hours. So anyway, we drove to Omaha one night. We had to work in the morning, but we met this random girls at this 24-hour coffee place. So anyway, we really needed a place to stay. We're like 18, so we're like, hey, girls, you got a place for us to stay instead of our van? Or do you want to stay in the van? Well, that didn't work. But this girl let us stay at her house overnight. And she's like, all right, but one rule. You got to pretend you guys are gay. And we're like, all right. Because she's like, my mom's a little weird. What guy is staying over at the house? And I was like, well, yo, that makes sense. We're like 18. You're like 18. Well, it turns out, like, her mom was a porn star.
What?
And currently, like, was at that point.
Like a legit,
like
straight
legitimate,
up.
like, MILF porn star.
What?
What?
Yeah.
This was in Omaha?
This is in Omaha. And
There's
she
a porn industry in Omaha?
Well, she was actually out shooting porn wherever they shoot porn.
On location?
On location somewhere.
in Omaha.
In location. And she come home the next day because we were like kind of like, I don't know if I believe her. And her brother looked like Jesus. But her mom came home.
Just a cherry on top.
Her mom came home and it was just like, whoa. This chick's definitely a porn star. And she told her mom that we were gay.
I mean, did
You
you?
work the next day.
And we drove back to
Back to work
Domino's in Cedar Rapids,
Domino's.
Iowa.
Oh, Cedar
So like
Rapids.
4 or 5 hour drive.
That's
been
a
there?
that's a town.
Yeah.
I've played there a few times.
Tornadoes.
It smells. That is for sure.
Season of the City of Five Smells.
Yeah. It wasn't good. I'll just say that.
No man, you haven't been there on like the Captain Crunch Fruit Day.
I actually was.
That's the day to be there.
It
Wait.
still smelled awful.
Oh, it's awesome.
Captain,
It's the best smell.
Captain Crunch Fruit Day in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yeah.
I have no idea
There's
what's
a-
happening,
there's
but
a
I need to know.
There's like a GM plant or something.
yeah,
there,
it's
right?
it's the whatever plant.
And they make
the
like
cereal
the
one.
cereal.
Quaker.
And so when
Oats, Quaker. Oats.
sometimes the town just smells like cereal.
Yeah, it's awesome. Crunch berries.
So
That's
there's
what it is.
There you go.
No, it smells like crunch berries, and it's like the best.
so there's certain days that they make certain cereals.
Yeah. It smells good for like 2 days, and then it just smells like shit
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks.
I've been there for a couple of really bad days, and then I was there for one of the fruity, decent days.
Oh, dude,
but it
it's
was
so
like
good.
so overpowering that it was just awful.
No, man, it's kind of like waking up next to like if you live next to like a coffee roaster,
Mm-hmm.
and you wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, you're like, yeah, that smells good.
So
So
if
like
you want
get up to go to like work or school, and you'd be like, school. You'd get up to like not go to work or school. And you'd be like, man, this is a good day to live.
because it smells like crunch
It
berries.
smells like crunch berries.
Wow. I
But-
mean,
Wouldn't that ruin your breakfast if you were having
No,
like
man, no.
anything except
do-
crunch
You
berries?
do both. Yo,
Like,
well,
Mom, my omelet smells like crunch berries. Like that sounds miserable.
well,
that's some
I never
gross
thought
tough
about
place to
that.
live.
stuff.
Right there, yeah, that's my story.
Wow.
I have learned so much about the United States in the past 3 or 4 minutes that I have no idea what I'm going to do with the information, but I'm really glad that I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to learn.
Knowledge is
Power?
a thing.
Now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
It's
Yeah.
a thing.
Knowledge is just a thing. Okay.
It is a thing.
That's
So the-
that's why I didn't care about college.
The album that you guys just put out, I'm just going to like super ham-handed veer us back onto something resembling a course.
You're gonna need to, I think.
the,
That's what it's gonna take.
the album that you guys put out, and I say just, but it was a couple months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, end of March.
End of March, okay. And it's called Crooked Brain.
hmm
Is there a story behind that, or were you just looking at Phil?
You know, it could have been that.
That's a good. We like that answer, I think.
I'll take it.
No, Phil.
What else do we want to name it? There's a few other names we were bouncing around.
There were some
Yeah.
really stupid ones, like Crooked Brain. Or this Crooked Brain.
Yeah, that one was worse.
Yeah, we honed it down. Like the original idea was, please forgive this crooked brain, but
that's-
he doesn't like half those
that
words.
was
So
really stupid.
we were outside of our practice space one night, and we decided to flip a coin between this crooked brain, and crooked brain ended up winning.
Well, you know, it's good to know that there was a lot of variety there to choose from.
No, there was other
Lots of
actual like
options.
totally different ideas too, but that's just the one that stuck, I suppose. I don't know.
And it took so long to record and put this album out. We were just kind of sick of it by the end. So we're just like, yeah, whatever.
Sure. When did you start recording it?
Well, Chris and I have been writing together since like 2010, and some of these songs are almost that old.
Really?
Yeah. And so this was like our first batch of songs as this band.
Before Phil and Aaron were here, even.
Yeah. And so I think we first went into the studio in September of 2012. No, 2013. 2013, and then we went back the following year in the fall to finish it, and then we released it this spring. So
We
it's
didn't
been a
finish
long.
it then, did we?
We did.
We went into the same studio like 3 separate times over a period of like 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's horrible.
Yeah. It took a long time.
It wasn't that bad.
It's horrible, Phil.
It wasn't horrible. It's great.
Where'd you guys record it?
The library in
Okay.
Northeast.
Which wasn't horrible. We love the
Yeah,
library.
Matt Patrick's
Which
a
is
really
what made
good
it so great.
producer and
Spending all that
engineer,
time in a
and,
wonderful
it was
spot.
at his studio.
Yeah. Our guest last week, Caroline, recorded her album there too.
Right.
Oh, yeah. What do you guys
Yeah,
think of
and-
Kara?
She's awesome.
She's really
We went-
awesome, isn't she?
Yeah, we went to college with her, so yeah, we knew her from
That's
that.
really cool.
And actually, Katie and I went to her show Friday night, which was also very, very awesome.
Yeah, she's rad. My
Yeah.
the roommate that I had just last did her album
Really?
cover.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, is it
Kyle
Kyle?
Kodajarvi.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's sweet. Well, what a small little world.
It is.
That
Well, and
sure
that's
is.
the thing. Like, especially here in the Twin Cities, I feel like the music community here, you've got kind of there's like a whole Irish crowd that is kind of off to themselves.
Yeah.
But almost everybody else,
There's an Irish crowd here.
there's a huge
Yeah,
Irish crowd
that's
here.
the thing. We don't know about it. We just know because our friend, his roommate, is like huge into the Irish
yeah,
scene
yeah.
here.
Mish
but, like,
is
I've
kind of
never
our
seen
connection.
any of
I had
them.
no idea until.
That's-
But yeah, there's a massive Irish music crowd in the Twin Cities.
Wow.
Oh,
Like-
music, Irish music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Yeah,
to know.
it's
Irish
not even
people,
just.
I thought you
It's
just
like
meant like
kinda
Irish
hidden
people
places.
hanging out.
Yeah. No, it's not even just like straight up
An Irish.
Irish
There's
crowd.
a
It's
pretty large Irish expat community here
Yeah.
too, though.
Okay.
But yeah, there's just this huge Irish music scene, and it's weird because they don't overlap. But I feel like almost everybody else in the Twin Cities who's playing music is like 2 to 3 degrees of separation from one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very small world.
Yeah,
here. It's cool.
it gets smaller the more people you meet, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, and truer statement has never been stated.
Well, you know what? It's good to logic through things sometimes. It's a good thing.
This is amazing. The more people you meet, it's like you know like more people. The less people you don't know.
Hey, Phil.
I love you, dude.
I love you too.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Hey Phil, just because you were busy being a dick just now, I have to
That's
ask.
fair.
The promo picture that we have, you're wearing a dress, and it's not even just a dress. Like, it's a pretty pink dress with
Thanks,
fringes.
man.
And what's the deal there? I was half expecting you to show up in like a cocktail dress today.
I thought about it, but I realized I had to play at church this morning, so I came right from there. I can't tell you what church though, because I'll probably get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, before the dress, we were just a bunch of grungy, nasty dudes on stage doing grungy, nasty things. And I was like, hey, what if we like all, wear choir robes and are really disgusting and nasty in these choir robes? By the way, before I tell you the rest of the story, I tell people that like I do it for like gender equality. Or at least I let them believe that. But anyway, so I'll tell you the real story. And Pete was like, no.
Getting deep here.
No to the choir robe.
Yeah,
It's already been done for one. And
I got it, but not like nasty, just covered in blood and vomit and beer and stuff. But anyway,
You'd be throwing up all the time.
all the time. It'd be so gross. So anyway, like Pete was like, "Well,
Really
why don't
sensitive.
you just do that?" And I was like, "Well, screw you, man. I will." So I just showed up in the next show in a dress.
But how did you get from dress to choir robe, or from choir robe to dress though?
Oh, it was easier to find a dress.
So when you went out to find a dress, did you have to like enlist some help? Like, I don't know if this is my size.
Well, I took Chris with me.
Yeah, we went shopping a few times.
Yeah, but now I'm like totally comfortable going alone anywhere
he
and
knows
being
what's
like,
up. Yeah.
yeah, I want that.
Do you have a pretty substantial dress closet now?
No, I got like 4 dresses
Got
that I
some work
don't
to do.
wash that I just keep wearing over and over again.
God.
So you are performing in dresses though.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's so very Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, thank you.
I
That's what I aspire to be. I mean, it started off, I wanted to be like a dirty polyphonic spree, but now I'm just like, just a weird dude in a dress.
I mean, some people like that.
Dude,
A lot of
first
people
night I
like
wore a
that.
dress. That's I felt very comfortable.
That's not where I was expecting that to go.
Yeah. I felt really good.
Hey, if it helps you feel more comfortable with yourself,
man.
like maybe I'll try a dress now.
Dude, you should.
Now, do you do like the full ensemble? Do you like carry a clutch in, and do you wear heels? And,
No,
and...
I don't do that. I would break my leg.
Too hard.
But I did some drag when I was like in
Ooh,
my
that's a
early
good
20s.
story.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, so I can do the full thing, but that's a lot of work. And it requires.
And we're not getting paid enough.
I'm
For,
not getting paid enough
if you're
to
good at
do that.
something,
Yeah.
don't do it for free.
The beard might just look
You
a
guys-
little bit off.
No, I don't know, man.
I
Who's that one model that has a beard but totally is dressed like a chick?
Conchita Wurst.
Yeah, you know what I'm
What?
talking about.
I do.
What?
She won.
Winner
Yeah,
of
dude.
last year's Eurovision Song
Yeah,
Contest.
she won
I believe.
Eurovision last year.
I'm sorry that I don't pay attention to the weird European stuff you guys do.
It was
It's a pretty good looking dude. I must say so myself.
yeah. It was like a pretty big deal, like internationally.
I don't remember that at all.
Okay, well I'm gonna. At some point today, I will Google a picture of Conchita Wurst.
I think
just-
she's
I'm already
on
on it.
that.
Oh, you're already on. All right.
I'm
Just-
sitting next to him. It's
just
easier.
so you can make sure that you're kind of up with the rest of us
Yeah,
here,
man.
because literally everybody else knew exactly what was going on.
I'm sorry that I'm lame and don't pay attention
You
to the
probably
world.
should be
The
sorry.
truth is, I'm really unoriginal. So,
We all are. It's just that some people don't, spout it off as much. Oh, wow. What?
I know, right? Kind of a fox.
Well, while we give Bracky a
Interesting.
minute to process that, I think we're probably about at a point where I would really like to hear you guys play a tune. You guys down?
Sure.
Fantastic. What are we looking at?
This song's called Dark Dark World, and it'll probably be on the next thing we release, whatever that ends up being.
Okay.
Yep. Sound good? Flip my flip flops off. I was born into a dark, dark world. It won't be long till we're all gone. Chewed me up and spit me out. I'm born again, but I've had enough. Well acquainted with this life alone. Done it long enough and it feels like home. It's the safest place I've learned to run. If it kills me slow, it's no fun.
She was born into this dark, dark world. She got her reasons to turn around. They lift you up and they push you down, but not before they shut your mouth. But her droplets of hair were my spoonfuls of sun. She holds her fear like a mother holds a gun. Her deadpan stare, it hides all that's been done. Don't give a care to herself or anyone. Can this be the one? I know hope 'cause it's hung from a thread, inches from my nose like a wisp of wind. Try to hold it close and it disappears, and you're no different, I see you clear. And still the curious kiss of things unknown. Beauty I'd still like to ask to hold. Beauty I'd still like to make my home. Beauty I'd not mind dying for. But her droplets of hair were my spoonfuls of sun. She holds her fear like a mother holds a gun. Her deadpan stare, it hides all that's been done. She don't give a care to herself or anyone. Can this be the one? Can this be the one? Yeah.
I approve of that message.
I do too.
Thanks, man.
That was
Dark
so
Dark
nice.
World by
Yeah.
Clementine.
Any
That was-
sorry.
No.
Any story behind the tune, the lyrics, the whatnot?
I don't remember, man. That one also was written along. We're really backlogged on songs. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I got this solo oh my goodness, dude, hold it together,
The
please.
Taco Bell experience continues.
There was a Taco Bell explosion
There
right
was.
there, man.
I didn't even know that song until last night. I
Yeah.
couldn't find it in my email, but then
Oh.
I did find it, and I
Okay.
didn't listen to it.
That's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, we got
I had
so
to go
many.
to bed.
Huh?
I had to go to bed.
Phil wakes
It
up
was late.
after like 2 p.m. every day, except for when he has to play for church.
Wow.
At which point he wakes up at 5:30 a.m.
Jeez. That sounds like a nice, easy transition.
Super easy. I feel like super normal for like 7 hours.
What's that
Like I'm totally fine,
In the morning?
No, dude, not at all.
I don't get it. Oh, you were
It was
sarcastic.
bad sarcasm.
Right.
I'm really just thinking about this Taco Bell on the ground.
Yeah, that's
What a
a little
loss.
dirty. I'm curious, when you guys are playing live shows, what's the instrumentation like? Is it similar to this?
No, we go real hard.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, because you don't look like guys who normally don't go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the standard rock band format. 2 electric guitars, Chris and I switch off singing, and then bass and drums.
All right.
And we're really happy with our record, but our record is pretty tame compared to how we sound live.
Is
It's
it-
very, very pulled back. So
Was that something that was intentional, or did that just sort of become the way it?
no, it wasn't.
Well, we were
really.
still kind of discovering who we were as a
Yeah.
band when we recorded the album. We had a lot of changes with the members. We've been playing since 2010.
Mhm.
Phil, when did you join?
He says
Phil-
he doesn't know.
Phil joined at a certain point. Aaron joined at a certain point. We all learned the songs really quickly, and these are just songs we had that we wanted to get out because we didn't want to lose them.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and so, but then playing more together, we realized like how much we loved to just like,
Go buck wild.
Yeah.
So,
I really like throwing.
but with that, I kind of like how tame the album is. It's just kind of misrepresents us a little bit. So maybe we
Right.
could do like some live recording at some point. That'd be nice.
Sure.
That happens a lot though. Recordings are so tough to capture what you think you are good at.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's like if you go to a Kiss show, nothing like a Kiss album or something like that. Totally different kind of thing.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Y-
Aren't like the great Kiss albums all live albums?
Well, there's that. But still, I mean, at the same time, if you go to a Kiss show, you're just seeing so
yeah,
much,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just
It's
overloading
very
your brain.
visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think our record will still stand the test of time. Like I think, in a couple of years I'll probably still enjoy listening to some of the songs.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy with overall with how it turned out. It's just it can be I think if people have never seen us live, they might think we're a different kind of band than
Think
we
we're
actually
wusses
are.
or something.
We ain't,
We're not.
we ain't no wussies, yo.
Fun stuff. So I'm curious, and especially
Except for Aaron,
because-
he's not here. He's a wussy.
yeah.
He's not here to defend himself.
The group as it stands right now, this particular iteration of it, you said you've gone through a lot of membership changes and stuff. So how much playing out have you guys done as this iteration of you?
Since like 2000, well, since we started recording, so I guess 2013.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's you've had a little bit of time to kind of kick
Yeah.
it in. It's not like anybody's
We're really
jumping right into play tracks that they had learned from the album or anything like that.
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah,
not
it's-
anymore.
Yeah, us four have been together now for about 2 years.
Okay.
So we're really I'd say kind of getting in sync with each other and
Mm-hmm.
and things feel pretty good.
Very cool. Well, I have another one of your tunes in here. Freaking somewhere.
Somewhere in the depths of the computer
Yeah.
lies a song.
Well, and see, this is my problem because it doesn't look like it ended up going up in. I was hoping we'd be able to spin one from the album, but for some reason it's not showing up in the queue.
The shows have been going so smoothly, the computer said something has to go wrong.
There had to be something that went wrong at some point, but
It's amazing. The old show that Adam and I used to do, something
Oh,
would go
God.
wrong within the first minute every show.
Yep. Yep, and it was usually something that I did. And last week we kind of kept to tradition a little bit because I forgot to throw us up on the live stream for the first 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
yeah, it wasn't even like a
who
oops,
would
we're
wanna
30 seconds
watch?
late. Like nobody, like everybody had left. There was nobody watching because they were all like, well, I guess this isn't happening. So I think today's little glitch. By comparison, is fairly minor,
Not
but I'm a
bad.
little bummed that we're not going to be able to spin something. But the good news is that you guys were talking right before we went on and prepped something else to play live. So
Like,
what's
I can't say we prepped it.
Well, yeah.
We just
It's
decided
here.
to do it.
It's
It's
a
here.
thing.
We don't know what it's gonna sound like.
fantastic? That's even better.
This song is called Strong Arm, and this is on the record that we released.
Okay.
And Aaron, who's not here, our drummer, he has a really good drum part on it.
You would say that.
So enjoy.
Oh, I left you, or did you leave me? Let's complicate. Let's all be free. 'Cause I left you. 'Cause I left you. And I'm on your heels with my duplicit lines. My love go free as I hold you tight. 'Cause I left you. 'Cause I left you. 'Cause I left you. Detach me from my skin, but your arms sew me in. Detach me from my skin, but your arms sew me in. Detach me from my skin.
Strong Arm by Clementine on Tusk Radio, you guys. That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
I am really, really liking that.
Plus, the verse had a bar of 3.
What?
And it made me really happy.
It's a bar 3.
Wait, is that a thing?
A bar of...
See,
Were
I
you
don't know.
calling it 15-4 or something?
I was calling it 15-8.
I have 3 times. It's 4-4, 6-8, and weird timing.
Okay, so that was the weird time.
We're gonna go with weird
timing
timing.
song.
That was sweet though. I love that when there's a song and it just kind of catches you off guard when it does that little flip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice. So yeah, that was.
Yeah, we really like that too.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I'm all about the key changes, all about the weird things that just kind of like
That's something
a little
I
irks you just a
can't-
little bit.
I feel like such a weirdo when I like try and do anything interesting with like a song. So I just don't write songs because I think they're all too simple or too advanced,
No, yeah,
and I just don't know what to do with myself.
it's been a lot of that for me too. Like just really slow moving with all the songs.
Yeah. Do you guys all do writing?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm always writing acoustic songs, and then but like when we get together, we really try to let the music kind of evolve from itself and from all 4 members, and like none of us really try to take too much control over it, and we just try to be like a healthy soil for the music to grow, and like and then we'll record the jams, and then like, oh, that was cool here, like Float, the song that we didn't get queued up, that was from a jam, and like it just started with that riff that it starts with, only it was an octave higher, and like so we changed it, added verses, you know, like so music is really slow moving. That's why you know, it's been 2 years, but I feel like we're just kind of getting to know each other musically.
The key really is to keeping Pete sober.
Okay, gosh. That could be a good method for anything.
But sometimes it works in our favor, though.
Shots fired.
You know, well, you know.
I thought it was. Never mind. I'm not gonna go where I was gonna go. But yeah, we try to make it as collaborative as possible. Like you know, like we mentioned already, like Chris and I have been writing songs together since we were kids, basically, and that felt a certain way. But then Aaron and Phil joined the band, and they're both such amazing musicians that we decided like we don't want this to be just us, you know, like. So we do kind of just like let the songs go wherever we all take it. Yeah. And it has ended up being something totally different, I think, than what we initially envisioned. But like I love it because of that. Because you know, I play with really excellent musicians. It's I can look at the music a little bit more objectively and enjoy it in that way. So yeah, so we try to get everybody's input as much as we can when writing.
That's what I love about all the technology and crap we've got these days too. Like you can record like some crazy 2-hour jam session and like nitpick and find all the pieces and stuff, put it together and whatnot. It's so much easier to do stuff as opposed to like in high school. I remember being like, so I had this really cool guitar part and I don't remember what it was.
Right.
So
thank God for cell phones. You can just your telephone. You can just.
Oh, I can't even tell you how many times I do that. I started going through voice memos because my phone puts them into iTunes every time I sync the phone. And so I
just have so many of them.
Yeah, and I do. I have like 400 voice memos. I started going through them last night, and I ended up transcribing some of them. It's like, wait a second, when did I do this? And I like, grab a pen.
Cool.
I think I don't know if it does it anymore, but I think your old phone used to sync to the Camaraderie iTunes computer.
So I'd sing some sob song.
Yeah, and it just showed.
Straight over to Pete.
There's actually
sappy.
There's actually a period of time where our phones were in sync with the Notes app, like because we had like we were sharing like a band email, and so when he set it up on his phone, he had the Notes thing swiped over too. So like I would like go into my notes, and all of a sudden there would be all these like sad lyrics, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't write that. And then it was because his notes were getting sent straight to my phone.
That's actually pretty cool. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
Us neither, yeah.
There could be worse things being shared, so at least it's just sappy songs.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you open your notes at some point, and there's just a bunch of attachments in there, just all pictures of Chris.
Selfies.
With my shirt off. Right. In the mirror.
So when you guys get together and like jam and stuff, what do you start off with? Is there any like starting point, or you just kind of someone plays an idea and you just go?
Chris really likes the key of E, so that's usually where
we
we
start.
start.
Phil, though. Not as much as Phil. Guarantee that's an E that he just did right there.
No way. It's in.
I'll take a whammy.
Hold on. I have your bass killed, and I'm gonna need that on the internet for posterity.
All right.
Will you do that again, please?
So sometimes when we get together, we have things that we've been working on, and you know, it could be something like this. The guys have to figure out like what in the world to do with.
No, that was a part of a jam, wasn't it?
Awesome.
What did I do during that?
I feel like showing off.
I do like to show off.
I'm
really short.
I mean, he's
so, you know, it's I gotta try, you know.
I mean, he is the one that brought the big pedal board. So.
And he is the one that wears a dress.
True.
Yep.
And he is the one that eats Taco Bell into the mic.
We love him.
You guys want me?
Love our
No.
Philly.
I still have half a burrito over here. I only spit like half of it out.
The songs will usually start with some kind of a riff, because otherwise it just ends up sounding like nasty. Like like Phil would do that, and then like I'll do something similar, and then like Pete will probably play like single or like
octave,
that kind of stuff. And Aaron just has his head down. He really likes some old classic drummers. So we need to have some kind of like just a starting point, really.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That makes a
cool.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's the music I'm really, really liking. I wasn't sure what to expect because I purposefully didn't listen to any of your stuff before today because I kind of wanted to just see what it was when it was completely raw and completely fresh, and I'm absolutely loving it. So, yeah. Where can people go to pick up the album?
It's pretty much everywhere. It's on iTunes. We prefer Bandcamp because we get paid a little bit more that way.
Good to know.
But it's everywhere that you need to find it. It's in local record stores too, like the Electric Fetus and Jaime's, and
Oh,
I
sweet.
think Cheapo too. So
Cool.
yeah. So
Or at shows, that's how bands get paid the most.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
from shows is
Please buy our album from a show that you come to.
yes.
Where you guys aren't playing anything before you head out, are you?
No, we
'Cause
just
you
played
leave
it-
like next week.
Yeah. So we just played a show last weekend, and that was our only July show. So yeah, we leave next week for tour, and then the day that we get back from tour, we're playing a music festival that a coffee shop is hosting in St. Paul, Groundswell, Midway.
Cool.
So the day we get back from tour, that'll be our first local show again.
And
then
what's the date of that?
that is August 15th.
August 15th.
Yep.
All right.
And
Mark your
that's-
calendars, everybody.
Yep. And then we have a show at the Entry August 26th.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be.
One of you just found out about that.
No, Pete does all that stuff. Anytime I try to book a show, I just get discouraged. And
Oh yeah.
Pete somehow books shows. I don't understand. But yeah, I didn't know about that one. Did someone drop out of it or?
No.
that's how we get shows. Bands drop off. Bill's like, Pete's like already like on the phone, like, hey man, I heard you had a band drop off.
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what. What if we bump over here? We have a couple of items on our agenda, and we have some things that I really want to put Daniel Brackey through today because I really want
Oh.
to see him lose a game of Instrument Or to you guys. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do this though. I feel like because there are 5 of you in the spread, we're gonna have to kind of break this into teams and start keeping
God.
score here. Katie, you're gonna have to be the scorekeeper, so that disqualifies you. So one of you is gonna have to team up with Daniel Brackey, which is gonna be the only thing that ever gives him a fighting chance here.
I'll do it.
You're
I'll do it.
closest.
All right. So we've got Pete and Brackey versus Phil and Chris. Are we ready to do this?
Oh yeah.
All right. So here's the deal.
God.
The game is called Instrument Or. I will give you the name of something, and I'll give you a couple of possible definitions. One of those definitions is always going to be an instrument, and the other is going to be, I forget what today is. Today is instrument or country. So anything I tell you is either going to be the name of an instrument or the name of a country.
Do we get buzzers?
You do not get buzzers. In fact, I can't even find any decent buzzer samples. How stupid is that?
Man.
Obviously,
There's
you
gotta
don't know
be
how to use the
somewhere.
internet.
Apparently not. But it's funny. One of my students actually offered to let me borrow his phone for today, just so I could use the air horn app that he downloaded.
Or you
because
could just download the air.
well,
horn.
and that's kind of
Yeah.
what I said, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, you could do that."
Our students are, some students. I had a student tell me that the drummer for Slipknot and the Dave Matthews Band were the same drummer.
That's amazing.
It's not.
No, Phil.
Hey,
It's
you remember that time the Dave Matthews Band
the
bus put poop
Yep.
on the people?
That was a very strange way
What?
of saying that.
What?
Time out because I do not remember this.
It was like national headline news.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago or something. Their tour van, one of the drivers or dudes like accidentally pushed the eject button on the
On a bridge
On the
that
poop
had metal,
box?
that was a metal grated bridge.
and it fell down onto a boat below them.
That is like almost
That's
too
bad
perfect.
press.
Yeah, right?
First of all,
Well timed. Bus driver.
how do you accidentally empty
Don't ask me.
empty your septic tank right through a grate onto a boat when you're on several thousand miles of road?
Yeah, that wasn't
Like,
an accident.
that doesn't seem like an accident. Second of all, what the hell kind of bus has just like an auto eject for the poop tank?
Don't they all?
like does it also have a cannon mounted on top in case you really need to aim it properly? We need to release some gray water. Somebody out the hatch. Like,
And that'd be a pretty
Instead of
sweet
laser
job.
noises,
yeah, right.
Instead of like pew 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 laser noises, it's like poo poo poo.
Wow.
I know, I'm so mature.
Well, Dave Matthews, if you ever feel like calling into the show and explaining exactly all of the ways that you can eject gray water from your bus, we would love to take that phone call
Gray
because
water?
I'd like to hear him
That's
and
what it's
That's what it's
Sting
called.
talk about that kind of stuff together. I feel like Sting has some like pretty like unique ways of disposing of waste.
He can talk
Why?
about his
Is that actually a thing, or
Oh.
He's like tantric.
Yeah, he can talk about his tantric pooping.
Yeah. That's
Or-
what I'm
He
thinking.
makes it last for like 5 hours or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
is
yeah.
that true?
Days.
Like he
I don't
actually
know.
is a tantric pooper?
He's a tantric lovemaker from
What?
what I've heard.
Yeah.
So. I mean, maybe
Same
maybe
thing.
maybe
Yeah,
it
I mean-
works when you poop.
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
tantric and everything. Yeah, he,
Dude, it's
I mean, he drives 5 miles an hour down the road.
all
There's
all
only
over the
one
internet.
switch. You're either tantric or not.
Yeah.
Well, Sting, if you're listening, don't sue us.
Yeah.
We
Please.
don't have the money. But he would probably do it really slowly.
That's all tantric
Tiny
means,
bits.
right? Just being really slow.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So
Right.
let's go ahead and play this because this is gonna be
Because I want to lose.
a thing. Everybody feeling
So,
good?
so
Nice
what are
and
the
hungry?
rules? Do we just shout the answer if we know it,
Uh,
or
Yeah, you can just scream it out. I mean, if you know any of these like straight up, you just scream it, right?
okay?
But if you do, then I also it'll lead to some other questions, which I'm digging. But first one is kiribati. It is either a Vietnamese plucked instrument similar to the bass guitar but with only one string, or a small island nation in the Pacific which was independent from the UK as of 1979.
Bass.
Yeah, it's an
Country.
instrument for sure.
It's a country.
Sure.
All right, we'll say
Wait, are we
country.
supposed to? Sorry.
I'll go with what Pete said. Yeah. He
Is that
seems
what
smarter
we're
than-
going with?
That's my guess.
All right, so team Pete Brackey, what's the official word?
Only
Instrument?
because they're
Instrument?
going for instrument. I mean, we have a 50-50 shot of this.
Country. I think it's an instrument, but
I mean, you're probably right. I think they're probably right, but you know, there's a good
country.
chance that
We'll
we
go with
could
country.
be right
All
as
right.
well.
Well, you guys, that's a point for the Phil and Chris
yeah.
team because it is a
Oh.
country.
Demonstrate.
At officially
have phone a
the
fri-
Republic of Kiribati.
Yeah. Do we have phone a friend?
Because my wife is really good at countries.
Is she?
Yeah.
Dude, no, that's not fair. You can't use.
Then I'm gonna say no. There
No,
there has
we
been
don't
a
have
challenge
one.
from the
Alright,
opposing
okay.
team.
Wait. Unless I also get to call my dad and ask him questions.
No, yeah, that'll get out of hand. Okay. That's
Father
fine.
Phil would like to call his
Yeah,
father
yeah.
Phil.
Father.
Comma Phil.
Commas save lives.
All right. Next one up here. Andorra. It's either the sixth smallest nation in Europe with a total land area of 181 square miles, or a large horn, usually carved from wood, traditionally used for communication between Himalayan villages.
Horn.
Horn?
We're going horn.
I think.
Everybody's
horn.
I
everybody's
totally
going
know this
horn
one in
Yeah.
across
offhand.
the board.
Horn all the way.
Horn all the way. It is a country.
Oh!
Wow.
If I was playing, I would have beat both of you.
Did you know that
Well,
already?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
It just sounded too good to be fake.
Because
That's
it
how they
sounds
get-
like
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, let's do the
it sounds
opposite
like
of what we think it
Angola
is.
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, next one up is Ashiko. It is either an island country which claimed its independence from Japan in 1981, or a cone-shaped drum similar to the djembe.
I think it was Japan.
I'm going with Japan on this one.
Going with
I feel like maybe I have like an upper hand over here.
All right. the tension is really high. You can like see the wheels turning in Pete's head.
I mean, I want to say instrument again. It feels like it's about time. It's like this is like the one, right, where you switch it up.
You're just boiling it down to base logic.
Maybe, I don't know. Whatever
Base
you.
logic.
Okay, so if we both get the right answer, then we both get a point.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just totaling up at the end. Because if we do anything more complicated than that, it's gonna be math, and I can't do that crap.
I think it's time for an instrument.
You think it's time for an
Wait, what did we
instrument?
decide again?
Country.
You guys picked country.
Japan.
Yeah, you guys went island. Yeah. All right, it is an instrument,
Hey!
which puts us 1-1.
You know, we should have just kept on choosing what they chose, so we would just stay one ahead. every time.
Oh yeah, because now it's
Oh,
tied.
wow.
It's
right?
too late.
It is tied. It is 1-1.
All right, next one is Nauru, Nauru. It is either a clay pot-shaped drum, which is played by striking a hole in the side and moving a small amount of water inside, or it is a Micronesian island formerly known as Pleasant Island.
Instrument.
Instrument?
Instrument. Sure.
Go an instrument across the
With
board.
instrument, I guess,
All right. It is a Micronesian island formerly known as Pleasant Island.
I knew that one.
I gotta say, I really like that we have like some theme music going on here. I feel like it really does heighten the drama of the game when there's just like a little bit
Well,
of.
Phil's gonna go
Always
all out
does.
now that he knows that.
I'm not.
All out is a lot for Phil.
just because you said so.
I refuse to go all out now.
Just to prove a point.
Phil's feeling contrary.
All right, here's our next one. Number 5, Transnistria. It is either an electrical instrument related to the theremin, which uses a transistor to manipulate a magnetic field and produce sound via an onboard speaker, or it is an independent breakaway from Moldova, which is self-governing but not officially recognized by the UN.
Can you say the actual word again?
Transnistria.
Instrument.
Instrument?
Country.
Country, yeah.
Country. It is a country.
Hey!
Ia, the Ia at the end, man. There's no instruments with Ia at the end.
Whoa. It's getting really like.
Super intense up in here.
Whoa. The
All right.
bass is just overwhelming my body.
Love it. Yeah, and everybody looks because everybody has a comeback to that, and nobody's gonna say it into a microphone. Next one up is Lesotho, Lesotho. It is either a rigid piece of metal similar to a washboard that is played wearing thimbles or other metal fingertip guards, or it is a small independent nation completely surrounded within South Africa.
What's the name again?
Country.
Lesotho.
Country.
Yeah, country.
Country?
Wait, what did we say?
Country.
Country? They're saying country too?
Yeah.
No, let's go opposite. That was a lot louder than I thought it was going to be.
We're gonna go instrument.
All right. Bracky, you're on a winning team for once.
Oh,
Lesotho is a country.
Dude, I knew it because it sounds like Laos.
man.
All right. Number 7, Hano, Hano. It is either an island nation which also claims ownership of the Galapagos Islands despite a complete lack of enforcement, or it is a Polynesian aerophone related to the nose flute.
What's the
Nose
name
flute.
of it
This
again?
one's really
Hano.
out there.
What is it? Hondo?
Hano,
Hano?
Hano.
Hano Calrissian?
Hano Calrissian.
You know, my gut tells me that this is definitely not an instrument, but I like the way the instrument description sounds.
We'll go
The
instrument.
nose flute. I think it's pretty awesome.
All right.
If they're going flute, we should maybe go country because I'm not sure about this, but
Yeah,
it's up
let's
to
do
you.
it.
All
Country.
right, country.
You're going country, and we're tied again because it is a nose flute.
Nose flute. That is so cool.
More or less. I from what I gather, in the very limited research I do for these things, it's not exactly a nose flute, but it's something that's super similar to a nose flute. So
How
that's,
do you be similar to a nose flute but not a nose flute?
Without being a nose flute.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the nose flute except you play it with your butt. I don't know.
Oh.
Butt flute.
Oh.
Butt
That's a
flute.
possibility,
Oh.
I suppose.
Yuck.
There's got to be a YouTube video.
Yeah. Go deep into YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't have us as tied, Adam.
Wait, what do you have? Because you're.
Bracky and Pete have 3, and Chris and Phil have 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Bracky, you were. See, Bracky has literally never once won a game of Instrument Or before.
Nice, dude.
Uh,
It's just because I got this guy here. So
which is why we're seeing this glow from him.
yeah, I feel really good in myself for once.
I'm glad that's all it took.
It's not too difficult.
How many more questions are there?
I think this is the last one.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
8.
Yeah.
So we gotta
oh,
have a
yeah.
tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
possible.
lock this up.
I mean, we need to
If we
tie
get
so
this
we can
one.
get a tiebreaker.
No matter what, we just gotta say the
Yeah,
opposite
if
of what
we
they
have
say.
to go,
Yeah, we don't have a choice.
well, I'll tell you right now, if we have to go tiebreaker round, then I think the next list is instrument or obscure Star Trek character.
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
that's a thing. So here's
You
your
get this one
shot
first, Phil.
right here. Ignoma, Ignoma. It is either a class of shakers originating in modern-day Rwanda, or a West African country thought to be the birthplace of the Bantu language group.
I think the Shakers, but
It's got to be whatever the opposite of what they say is.
That's not good logic, dude.
We don't have a choice.
because we can't tie.
Yeah, man.
We need to win.
Ignoma. I'd say Shakers.
Shakers?
Shakers. We say country.
You say country. It is shakers.
Shakers.
Oh,
Yes.
that was really intense though. Like my heart
was.
hurts a little bit because Daniel Brackey won, but it was a good game. It was a good.
That's right. I have street cred for the week now.
it was very well played.
A little spring in your step.
Way to go, man.
I'm gonna feel so much better about my life now.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably are. Well, sadly enough.